the next? No, just go down the list.
All right.
Yeah, yeah.
Got the Jets at Bills. The Jets are a mess. They've been a mess for
Mm.
I don't know how long. Last time they were good was 2010 when they made the AFC Championship. Other than that, they've been garbage. I got
With
Bills.
Mark Sanchez.
Yeah,
Rex Ryan days.
you're excellent. I got
Rex
the Bills
Ryan.
winning that because
Yeah.
the Bills got Diggs. They got Josh Thurman. Their defense is still going to be good. Offense, I think, will upgrade a bit. But do you trust Josh Allen throwing the ball? I mean, he's
I
only young.
trust him.
You trust him?
Yeah, I do.
I trust him more than I do the dysfunctional Jets at this point in time.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if he's going to be the long-term answer, but he's definitely shown some promise, and he should be capable of beating these guys without much trouble.
I actually have the Bills winning that division.
I do too.
I just want to wait to say that. I want to reserve the right to pick that until I see a couple of weeks to Cam Newton in New England. Bill Belichick is a genius,
Yeah.
and I just want to see what he's
During
got
the
for Cam
season?
Newton.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, reserve the right until I see a couple of weeks of Cam Newton. If he's back to old Cam Newton and Bill Belichick has found a way to really, I mean, Bill Belichick made Jacoby Brissett look like a world beater. I mean, Garoppolo, all those guys, and Cam
he
Newton
did that
is
with
a different
Matt
animal.
Castle too.
Yeah, Matt Castle, exactly. So I'm interested to see what they have Josh McDaniels over there too at offensive coordinator in New England. So I'm not writing off New England just yet.
Yeah. Me too.
It is such a mixed bag for the AFC East this year. I mean, you gotta also consider the Miami Dolphins. I mean, they've made the playoffs, I think, a couple times. There's definitely once recently that they've gone to. I mean, I would almost consider this game to be like, all right, where's the AFC East going to be? Is it going to be with the Bills? I think they're definitely, if they're going to take over the AFC East, they're going to be the top team. I think the Jets have like a really decent amount of talent on their roster. It's just about getting the coaching and decision making a lot better. This game could really see like, all right, where's the Bills compared to the Jets, because the Jets could be an easy, if they get their talent going 100% and they have some good coaching and decision making behind that, they can probably be second place or really like hanging in there with behind Buffalo. I see, other than New England, if you want to look at the decision as to who's going to win the AFC East outside of New England, gotta go with Buffalo.
Yeah, I got 17-7. Like I said, it's going to be sloppy. Bills' defense is legit, so they'll be able to shut the Jets down. Now, I'll say this: if I do have the Bills winning the division, but even if they make the playoffs, they got to win a playoff game because you've now made it to the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 years. You got to get a playoff win because you had that game in Houston. I thought they were going to win that game, and they choked at the end. So. Like I said, the Bills.
Yeah, I liked it.
Well, that's going to be different now, the way that Houston looks like this year. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I like Josh Allen though. I don't think he's I don't love him, but I think he's good. I think he's he showed some stuff last year. He's got a he's got a good deep ball actually. I think Stephon Diggs there, and then they got John Brown, and then they got the Cole Beasley, not my favorite guy, but in the slot, he's effective at what he does in the slot.
I love what the Bills
Cole
did to the Cowboys
Beasley
on Thanksgiving last year. That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
Yeah, I love what he did against Dallas last year. But no, I think they got I like the Bills in that game. I think they got enough weapons around them, and without Jamal Adams for the Jets, and they just seem like kind of a divided team right now.
I forgot they got rid
Adam
of him
Gase.
too.
Yeah, no Jamal Adams in the
the
back.
quarterback's a bum.
Yeah. I mean,
And
their
even-
big pick too, Denzel. Denzel Mims isn't playing, right? Their second round receiver that
No,
I was looking
he's
forward
not
to
playing.
seeing how he was gonna. I was keeping an eye on him in the draft. I was hearing a lot of good things about him, but he's out. So I don't know, man. I'm taking Buffalo all the way.
So we'll see y'all got Buffalo for that game.
Bari?
Yeah, Buffalo for sure.
Oh, sure. All right, next game. Now, I feel as though if there are people at the home game being full, I think they win this game. But Packers at Vikings. Now, Steve's up in Minnesota right now. So, are fans allowed in Minnesota games or no?
They're not. The first few games, they're not allowed to attend. There are the parking lots that U.S. Bank currently owns. They're closing those off as well, but privately owned parking lots are having some sort of event you have to like buy tickets for. I think they're all sold out. But no, there will not be any. And I'm glad you brought that up because I attended the Eagles-Vikings game last year, and that home crowd is a huge. That's a huge advantage for the Minnesota Vikings. I've never seen like a quarterback or I haven't been to a whole lot of games, but I could visibly see with Carson Wentz as to where he's trying to throw the ball, what kind of plays he's trying to. He couldn't get anything going in that game offensively, but that's a loud place. And if you take that out, I think that's going to prove to be an advantage to Aaron Rodgers as well. He's only.
He faded off just now. Forgot shit. Then he faded off. Steve, you died?
He's dead.
Froze there.
He froze there.
You gone?
No. I mean, I was going to say that home openers at Minnesota, it's just a bad place to start. But with COVID going on right now, that's a huge advantage for the Packers, in my opinion. Now, granted, they won there last year, but like I said, home opener, Vikings, terrible place to start at. But like I said, no fans there. So that actually changed my pick because I have the Packers winning this
I
game.
think Steve's back.
Steve's
I'm
back.
here.
Back?
Yeah,
Froze
yeah, you
back,
froze
back.
there for a second,
Froze up
Steve.
there for a
We
bit.
lost there for
All
a
right.
minute.
No worries.
But no, yeah.
Yeah, just finish what you were saying. Yes. Actually, yeah. So once you take out the
Then he froze again.
Damn Minnesota
again.
internet.
Yeah, his internet.
Jinxing, bro.
No, but I mean, okay, I know he's not a Pro Bowl receiver, but I did like the Packers getting Devin Funches, add him up with a Devontae Adams. I think that's going to be a good receiver duo. And
He's enough of a threat to take some attention off of him.
now I will say this: the Packers have to get better on their run defense. They got embarrassed in the NFC Championship. Like they had a good defense, but when it comes to stopping the run, they're garbage at that. So I don't know if Dalvin Cook's gonna have the same year he did last year because I think their whole point is okay, we're gonna stop Dalvin Cook, but I think the Vikings are going to miss Stephon Diggs. He was that speedy receiver. You got Justin Jefferson, but I mean, I haven't watched film on this guy. Has anyone watched film on this guy? Like, he's not as fast as Stephon Diggs. I was like, no.
He played primarily.
They
out of
are
the slot at
excited
LSU.
for that receiver. They were ecstatic that they were able to get that receiver out when their pick because the Vikings picked after the Eagles.
Yeah, we took Rigor instead.
Yeah, they were very happy. When I was listening to the sports radio station here after the draft, they had Rick Spielman on, their general manager, and yeah, he was definitely very happy that they got Justin Jefferson. So he's probably their biggest, the biggest player that Vikings fans are looking forward to.
I'm curious to see how the Vikings defense looks with as many of the losses as they had. You know, they lost Everson Griffin, who I think was a real leader on the D-line, Trey Waynes, Linval Joseph, Xavier Rhodes. I mean, a bunch of guys that – I mean, their defense has been solid for the last few years. I mean, even when they went to the NFC Championship game against the Eagles and got smacked, they were there because their defense was pretty good. But I'm curious to see what it looks like now without that and Justin Jefferson in the place of Stephon Diggs. I mean, Jefferson played a lot of slot out of LSU. So, I mean, he played outside a little bit, but primarily out of the slot. So I'm curious to see, like, how he adjusts or how the Vikings plan to use him, if they're going to use him in the slot or if they're going to use him on the outside. And then, that's a really great point about the fans not being there because that stadium gets loud as hell. They use that little Viking horn and after, like, every massive play. Yeah, and it's loud in there. It's a dome. So, yeah. I tend to lean a little bit more towards the Packers in that game just because of the defensive changes. I think the Packers are more of the.
Well, the Vikings got Giannis.
Yeah, they got him late. I'm curious. Like, so that's my question. I was going to ask you guys, like, what you guys think about, like, if mean, Clowney getting added late, how big of an impact is he going to have in the first couple of weeks learning the playbook for the Titans? And Yannick getting added late, how big of an impact? How are they going to use him? Are they going to use him situationally? Is he just going to be in on pass rushing downs? Like, how integrated with the playbook do you guys think those guys are, given the late trades? And
When did Yannick get signed?
Was it
about like a
last
week
week?
ago.
I think it was a week ago.
Yeah, it was about a week ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, about a week ago. Sorry. I think
Well, he's only had
probably
practice. He hasn't had any preseason. He's only had practice and learning a playbook. So that's basically he's on the same page as just about everybody else.
But the
Who's
guys
gotten there
they
new.
know the scheme though. Like the other guys, they know the scheme. There's a whole new scheme for him to learn. So I don't know how much he's gonna be in tune to this game. I mean, yeah, Pat, that's a good question. I
Yeah,
really
we'll
don't
see
know.
how often they'll use him.
I mean, you gotta use him. You trade for the guy, and you're gonna have to pay him too.
you gotta use him, but like you're not gonna leave him in if he doesn't know what's going on. Like I can see maybe like 50% of the downs, maybe 2/3, but like you're not gonna leave him in as much as you normally would. It's gonna take at least a week or two.
Surefire passing situations for sure. You know, when he can pin
Yeah,
his ears
yeah.
back and just get after the quarterback. But yeah, it's like the little things, the little nuances of stunts, like different like terminology that I'm sure they have on their line, and when they're checking and talking to each other, that's going to take some time. So I would think it's probably basic stuff like first downs, and then for sure third and longs when they know that they're probably throwing the football. But yeah, I'm curious to see what the Vikings look like because they do have a lot of change on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
Is D-line healthy?
Don't know what
Yo,
that.
Donnell Hunter though,
Isn't he?
he's definitely a force to be reckoned with. But I'll be curious to see how he's going to hold that D line down without Everson Griffin because
He has to.
who are you going to double cover on that line? Now you can double cover Danielle. I mean, maybe that'll help open up big plays for some of the ends and other tackles. But Donnell Hunter is I don't think a lot of people talk about him enough. He's a fantastic D-line defensive tackle. He knows how to get to the quarterback. And it does reverberate from there. I know they use a 2 linebacker set, and they really depend on the rest of their defensive backs. And those defensive backs, they fly. I mean, they straight up ball. I wish the ball hawks along with Harrison Smith. Harrison Smith is one of the best safeties in the NFL. So they have probably one of the best
Yeah, he froze again, guys.
defensive tackles. And I don't know anybody better than Harrison
My
Smith.
audio is like weird.
What'd you say, Jabari?
Yeah, Hunter had 14 and a half.
The audio, for me at least, the audio and the video is like acting up.
Oh, that's weird.
For Steve or for everyone?
For everyone.
Yeah, mine sputters every now and then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But then it comes back.
I mean, that's bound to happen. Honestly.
Yeah, Hunter had 14 and a half sacks last year and the year before that.
Oh,
I mean,
Oh
that's
shit.
yeah, 14 and a half
Yeah.
back-to-back seasons, which is he kind of like Steve was saying. I think he kind of floated under the radar because Everson Griffin's such a huge name and like such a staple down there. But he's been low key doing his thing. Not so much low key to the Viking fans, I'm sure, but
Yeah.
he was a force.
No, I mean, give it a few weeks. I think him and Yannick will start working well together. But having said all that, I got the Packers win this game. And I said, if the fans are there, I would have picked the Vikings. But I have the Packers 2017.
Really?
No, I'd probably still pick the Packers even with the fans there.
Okay.
I'm kind of
really
This is
good.
torn.
this is gonna be just football and football.
I'm kind of torn.
The line
'cause-
is only -3. They only have the Vikings winning by 3 points. I'll definitely take the over on that. I think they'll win more than 3 if they do win. If Green Bay wins, it's by 3, no question. Green Bay has not much they don't really know where they're at. They have a new head coach. The Vikings have been perennial playoff team for quite some time. So if they do win this game, it's by 3 points. But if the Vikings win, it's gonna be over. And that's one of the only entries I have is a spread. Most of the spreads for the games are like 45 points. This one's 45 points.
Yeah, I'm going
Who
with
you got,
Vikings as
Ryan?
well.
All right, so
I'm a little torn. I'm a little torn because, I mean, Rodgers is probably the most talented quarterback still, other than Mahomes. Like, it's him and that Mahomes.
Yeah.
That defense is obviously still great, but I think Cook is probably just going to have a field day, to be honest. And I don't know if the Packers can really do anything to stop him.
They're not very
So
good
I'm
against
just-
the run. The Packers defense isn't against the run. Dalvin Cook
Yeah.
is,
Where I think the Vikings
he
defense is a
definitely
little
knows
bit
how to
more
find the
all
holes.
around. Yeah.
wait, so I got the Packers. Pat, who do you have?
I'm gonna actually. I was torn on this one too, and I think your point kind of pushed me over. I think I'm gonna go Green Bay, and I'm also gonna say I think Aaron Rodgers comes out fired up, disrespected, considering the first round pick Green Bay went with this year, drafting a young quarterback, Jordan Love. Yeah, I mean he's got to be a little pissed off. I know he's a little pissed off about it. He went on the radio and was talking about it. He was upset about it. So, I mean, first round pick, they're pretty much saying, dude, we're planning for life without you. So I think Aaron Rodgers has got to go out there and show everybody who he is, and no fans in the stadium. I'll go with an upset, Aaron Rodgers, mad Aaron Rodgers, beating the Vikings.
All right, so I got the Packers.
Is it primetime game?
No,
No, it's 12
Because of Kirk
o'clock.
Cousins.
It's 12 o'clock game? Okay. Kirk Cousins is going to play well. Vikings
Yeah.
win.
all right, so me and Pat got the Packers. Werner, you got the Vikings. Steve, you got the Packers.
No, honestly, I'm so torn.
Make your mom happy and just choose the Vikings.
Aaron Rodgers. This is
And
my
your
new home.
sister.
I'll root for.
Yeah,
I
you
gotta
got-
go. I'll root for the home team. I'll go with Vikings. I think life here would be a lot easier with Vikings. And no, I can't pick the Packers. That's almost my birthright as to Eagles and Cowboys. I'll never pick the Cowboys any day of my life. Vikings.
All right, Jabbar, who'd you got?
Skull.
Packers.
Packers.
Because of Aaron Rodgers.
All right, 2-3 for Packers.
Bad man.
Okay.
2-3 for
He's
Packers.
a bad man.
Bad man, Aaron
Now,
Rodgers.
this
All
this
right.
next game,
Stephen
this
Roll.
was hard for me. I had to change my pick, and that's the Browns at Ravens. Now,
What?
I had the Ravens winning that game. Now I turn around and pick the Browns. I just feel as though,
Really?
yeah, I'm guessing a little bit of my heart.